This is Pinus sylvestris. The other name for Pinus sylvestris would be Scotch pine. The needles are in twos. They're very flat. And most of the needles are on the outside of the stems. The bark towards the top is kind of that reddish brown in color. Pinus sylvestris. This tree is Pyrus caloriana, or Bradford pear. This time of year in the winter, you can notice some of the enlarged flower buds. Pyrus caloriana. This right here is Pinus edulis, or pinyon pine. Pine nuts, Megan, pine nuts. Let's see, this one right here, it has two, let's see here. In each thing, it's got two leaves that come out of the one thing. They're fairly flat. Well, one side is a dark green, the other side is a lighter green, and the lighter sides kind of fold up inside of each other.
Ryan, what is this?
That's just sap, Megan. Okay, this is Carpinus betulus vestigiata. The leaves are fairly narrow, serrate. The buds are quite distinguishable. Carpinus betulus vestigiata. Okay, this is Acer saccharum, or sugar maple. It has fairly white bark, kind of grayish.
This looks like an aspen. But the leaves are different.
Leaves are alternate. We get a close up on the buds. In the bud, you can see that the buds are alternate, has kind of the maple tiny scales. Look. Okay, this is Acer campestre. It has lots of the helicopters, as Megan is noticing. Has just a regular looking bark, the maple type looking bark to it.
Why do you have one of these at your house?
Not this kind, Megan.
You don't?
It looks like that it holds on to the fruits for a while. Acer campestre. There's Fagus sylvatica. This is Fagus sylvatica, or the common beech. The buds look very similar to the betula that we just saw a minute ago. Let me zoom in on the buds here. The leaves are fairly kind of wrinkly and rigid. Have lots of texture to them. The bark is very smooth. It's a smooth gray. This would be Fagus sylvatica. Yes, it will. This is Sequoiadendron gigantum. Did I say that right? Yeah, gigantum.
This is already like
Its leaves are very awl-shaped. They have kind of a yellow, kind of a brownish-green tinge right now.
These branches are cool. Look at the branches, right?
It's kind of smooth if you pull it outwards, but it's very pokey if you put your finger in. The branches themselves look like that they have scales on them, and they are rather pokey. This is Sequoia dendron gigantum. This right here is Celtis occidentalis, or common hackberry.
It has rough bark.
The bark is rough when it is older, kind of corky, and the bark is smooth on the younger branches. The leaves are alternate, serrate. Celtis occidentalis. This is Coelreuteria paniculata, or golden rain tree. The seed pods are quite pronounced.
The leaves are in the shape of a heart.
Bark is rigid, brown, deeper red inside.
Ryan, these are one of the leaves.
Those are the seed pods, Megan.
Oh.
Those are the seeds.
Well, they're shaped like hearts.
Very globe-shaped tree from a distance.
They should name it the heart-shaped tree.
Let's look at the buds. Coelreuteria paniculata. This right here is Malus pumila. It still has the fruit, very persistent fruit. What would you say about this bark, Megan? The bark is somewhat papery, has a red sheen to it.
It's rough.
The stems have spurs. That could be an identifying fact. This tree right here is Eoscolus hippocastanum. Has rather smooth bark, except for the very bottom. Okay. Very palmate-like leaves. The buds are rather large and pronounced this time of year. Eoscolus hippocastanum. This right here is bristlecone pine. Very tight, like clusters. The stems come out and they are whorled. There are, we count, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I'm counting right, this has 5 leaves per whorl. Bristlecone pine, Pinus aristata. Okay, these trees right here are all Gladitia, Triacanthos, and Nurmus, or thornless, thornless honey locust. Fairly tall trees, urn-shaped. The bark is rather smooth, kind of has a reddish tinge to it. You can see some of the leaves up there. Okay, these right here are leaves of Ulmus americana. They are not opposite leaves, they're alternate leaves, as you can see from the buds right there.
So is this the last one, right?
Very small scaling. No, it's not, Megan. American elm, Ulmus americana. It's very tall, pretty urn shape. Good. Tell us about this tree. This is Abies concolor. Megan has noticed that
the needles are separate, not together.
So they're not in a cluster. This right here, the needles are kind of spaced far apart. Bark is smooth itself, fairly open, fairly rounded tree. Needles are probably about 2, maybe about 1.5 inches long. The bark itself is fairly smooth. Abies concolor. This is Acer pseudoplatanus. Megan wants to come here with young men and young women to split into teams and find.
And like have a scavenger hunt to see how many different trees I can find.
It'd be fun. Okay, so this is Acer. What did I say this was? This is Acer pseudoplatanus, or the maple sycamore. Kind of urn shape. Megan found a ball that she's playing with. This is the leaf. See if I can open it up a little bit. Oops. Oh, there we go. There's a leaf. As with all acers, they should be alternate leaves. The buds on this particular acer are quite well developed this time of year. In fact, they're large, fairly green. Bark is fairly smooth, fairly large even on the tips of the branches. Bark itself is smooth towards the top, gets a little bit more rough towards the bottom. Acer pseudoplatanus. This pine right there is Pinus sylvestris, and the pine to the side of it is Pinus...
Look at this, Ryan.
Let me look it up.
Its leaves are frozen into ice.
Gross. Pinus sylvestris, and this over here is Pinus ponderosa. So Pinus sylvestris, this is the Scotch pine, and Pinus ponderosa is that taller one. So Pinus sylvestris, or Scotch pine. Here you can see some of the cones. The leaves are probably 2 to 3 inches long. The bark is kind of a gray with the small branches being red. Take a look right up through there. It's a little bit more red. What pine is this, Megan? Pinus sylvestris, right? Yeah, this is Pinus sylvestris, or Scotch pine. We might have. It looks like that the leaves are in fascicles of 2. This is Pinus ponderosa. This one probably has some of the longest leaves of most of the pines. Pine leaves are probably almost reaching 8 to 10 inches in length. They are in fascicles of 2. So this is Pinus ponderosa. This is Liriodendron tulipifera. In fact, you can even see the so-called tulips on the tops of the tree. Fairly urn-shaped tree, kind of rounded at the top. Looks like that the leaves on this one are going to be alternate. Buds are not very well developed this time of year. Liriodendron tulipifera. It's a falcon, Megan. Look at it through here.
Not the falcon?
Uh-huh.
That's
Uh-huh. It's probably a peregrine falcon. You guys want to say Acer platanoides?
Acer.
Can you say it louder?
Acer platanoides.
Okay, this right here is Norway maple. You'll notice the bark is kind of lace bark like. It's kind of gray and brown bark. It's got the maple-like foliage on it.
That was Emily, not me. It wasn't me!
The buds are about a medium-sized development this time of year. Alternate.
Don't.
Hey guys, be nice.
Stop it.
Acer
Anna,
platanoides.
don't lie.
What maple is this? Norway maple, is that what I said?
Yeah. The Norway maple.
This is Norway maple. These are Abies concolor or white fir. Firs have flat needles. They are born singly. That's from the vine that's growing in the tree. That's not from.
You sure?
Yeah. It's not part of the tree. It's the vine. Okay, this is Abies concolor or white fir. It is called concolor because I don't really know. But it looks like that they on the back side that there are stripes, about two white stripes.
I love these.
Abies concolor. Let's look. It looks like that underneath the stem that they grow in an upward type fashion. This would be Abies concolor or white fir. This tree right here is Pinus nigra or Austrian pine.
Because it looks like nozzle feathers.
It's fairly egg-shaped in form.
Big.
Needles of the Pinus nigra or Austrian pine appear to be approximately 4 to 5 inches long. They're borne in fascicles of 2.
Lots of pine needles.
Pine-like bark. Look at the cones. There's a cone of Pinus nigra or Austrian pine. Pinus nigra or Austrian pine. Fairly large needle. Okay, this tree right here is Sophora japonica or Japanese pagoda tree. Has very distinct seed pods. Let me zoom in on the seed pods.
Oh, I wanted this. Not. Close your eyes and I'll give you something nice. Close your eyes and I'll give you. Close your eyes and I'll give you something nice. Close your eyes and I'll give you something nice.
There's some of the seed pods, Sophora japonica. The stems, the younger stems in the winter appear kind of a orangey yellowish. Urn shaped. The bark is prominently ridged. This would be Sophora japonica. Okay, the little tree that's in the middle is Pinus aristata, or bristlecone pine. And it has many, many needles in a whorl. Appears kind of like an araucaria. They bear needles around the entire stem. The stem is very different looking.
It's very full. Ouch.
It's very full. This is Pinus
This is not
aristata, or bristlecone pine. Okay, let me see your list, Megan. Not that one.
Cool. This is like a cactus.
This tree is Pseudotsuga menziesii, or the Douglas fir. This is how it appears from a distance.
Look, Ryan, that tree looks naked. It's cool though. Oh, look at that one.
As with all firs, they are flat and friendly. There's a head-on view of the fir. It appears to me that they don't grow any needles straight up. It's a ridge that goes right down the center. The buds are kind of reddish and semi-scaly, but very smooth. The needles are probably almost an inch long, maybe an inch and a quarter. The bark itself if I can get the bark.
Should I climb in there?
No. Here's the bark. The bark is very gray. It has horizontal type brownish marks on it on the main trunk. But the individual stems, they're fairly smooth, slightly warded, and gray.
They're bumpy.
Pseudotsuga menziesii, Douglas fir. This right here is Cladastris lutea, or American yellowwood.
Whoa.
It's in the legume family. So it has kind of the pea-like seed pods on it. That looks like beer, Megan. The bark itself appears orangey reddish, fairly smooth. This tree right here has winter type damage on it. It will not last much longer. This is Cladastris lutea, American yellowwood. This interesting tree right here is called Cedrus deodora, or the deodar cedar.
Yeah, but I didn't do anything.
This is how it looks from a distance. Upon closer inspection, you can notice that the needles are in small whorls on very short, stubby, about a quarter inch to an inch long. No, this is a cedar, Megan.
Oh.
The needles themselves are, let's take a look.
Pokey,
the needles, you can't see it too well, but the needles are squarish instead of flat or round. Yeah, it is. If you take it off and look at it, it's square. Break it in half.
It is.
Break it in half.
This way.
This is the deodar cedar. Take another look at some of the whorls.
Okay, come on.
And a distance view. Cedrus deodora.
Looks like cinnamon. How it's just like rolled up.
Okay, this right here is called Acer griseum, or leave the bark on. That's why it looks cool, girls.
Yeah, guys.
This right here is Acer griseum, or paper bark maple. It has a very distinguished peeling bark on it.
No, it doesn't.
Very brownish in color. You can notice it's maple because it's got the helicopter type seeds on. The stems to the seeds are very pubescent.
Whoa.
This is Acer griseum, paper bark maple. This right here is Pilia cordata. It's very rounded in shape. The bark is very dark, almost a blackish brown.
Here, Emily. Rip them into pieces.
Look at the buds. The stems themselves this time of year are kind of a reddish brown coloration.
No! What's so special? What's so special, Daddy?
The buds are a little bit brighter brown. This has the usual linden leaf look to it in that it has the seed pods attached to the leaf. Here's a view of that. It'll focus. This tree right here is Betula pendula, or
What? It squirted on me. Oh, I lost my gun.
well, don't put it on me.
It's fruit all over you? Yes. Oh, gross. Smell it. I was throwing it at Emily, but then it squirted on me.
It'll just wipe it on the grass.
It's funny.
That's Angela playing in a ginkgo fruit. Smell your finger now. This right here is Fraxinus excelsior, or European ash. The sticks clear out to the ends. They're fairly large. I wouldn't say that the buds are very well developed. The bark to me appears similar to like an elm, but a very more profound. Fraxinus excelsior. This Fraxinus americana. Limbs are quite a bit smaller. The bark is rather different. This one has more of an orange-brown bark. It's not as lacy as the other one. Newer growth has a fairly smooth bark. And in comparison, to the right would be the Fraxinus excelsior, to the left is the Fraxinus americana.
Yeah, I say right here, right here.
I don't have it there.
Like back, my back, like right where your bra strap.
Well, I put baby oil on every day.
Skin stuff drives me nuts because I feel like I'm this greased fit.
I put baby oil on.
Use used to.
I gotta get some powdered sugar.
I have used to it. Well, look at my knuckles. I like big my
know. So gross.
I have them putting Eucerin on. Like, get that off.
The best is my bra strap.
Well, that's Barrett. It's just. Well, it could be Grandma Harry. Right here, gotta lift it up and put
Oh, she said that
Now you have to be careful. You don't want him to fall because remember what Aunt Nanny said. Once you stop wearing her bra, everything fell.
That's why I'm not wearing a bra.
No, that's why you have to wear one. You have to keep everything high and dry.
Wait, what's that?
Do you know what Bette Midler teaches?
What?
Bette Midler says that a bra is to keep the big ones high and dry and point the small ones to the sky.
beautiful.
No tips.
Mom,
Sugary glaze.
we were playing balls, and then one told me, Mom,
I'm sorry. Guess what?
You should.
Cheaper apartments.
Yeah, I got it more.
I'm like, I should buy a house and you can live with me and help me get a mortgage. And she's like, all right, it has to be nicer.
So I have Linda over and Megan was
You should.
What's wrong with my apartment?
Nothing. I like your apartment. I think it's cute. See, you should buy a house because that would mean you have to stay here.
You should buy a house.
Necessarily. bedroom before you let him move in. Come here.
That's what your basement looks like. Oh, that's cool.
And then look at this.
We're revamping the closet.
Closet, he's got lights.
See this, Elaine? I just got this today, Elaine. Look at this. This is going to make a second shelf in the closet to go right up above here.
And
Look
then
at all of these plants.
and then you'd have things like this growing.
Isn't that cool?
What is it? It is gonna be cool. He's got little plants.
As long as
Yeah.
it has chocolate. Mine look prettier before.
Oh, the top is all crunchy.
Brian, take a picture with my camera, 'cause I don't have pictures.
Did you take
We'll
a
wait till everything gets out
You
here
need to
first.
take a picture before we cut it.
Well, then why are you cutting them?
Too late.
She's already started.
It's cream cheese.
Okay, Shaylee,
Shaylee, no, not yet.
Jeanette, we
No
put
more.
that pie in the fridge.
She's like, why not? Everyone else is.
Mom said Shaylee. She's a
Fine, it's chocolate day.
Oh.
Let's get it on a plate before she just comes.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine, I'm done.
All right. Let's see. All right. Let's go.
We can watch Charlie Chocolate.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Come on, Shay.
Theme the movie. Chocolate. Charlie and the chocolate.
Unfortunately, she has things to do.
Yes, is she not coming?
No, she's coming.
Who?
Charlene.
She didn't bring, did she bring anything?
She might be in here. We'll have her.
Mike, wait.
I'm really gonna say a prayer.
Stop eating. No, not yet.
Come on.
Okay, Monica's gonna say a blessing so we don't get sick.
You said blessings will always have cheerios.
Chocolate day.
I know, I thought you said that.
What did I say?
Cherry day.
And I thought you said cherry day. I can wear buttons on it. Cherry day.
I just chocolated out. Too much chocolate already.
Lemon days before cherry day. Lemon day has. Cherry day, it's not.
Can somebody get me some shut?
Oh, and I'll get a plate.
That's what I thought she said.
Cherry day.
I want to see myself be humiliated.
Okay, at least Melissa needs to see it.
Just 8.5-month pregnant lady.
Okay, now you're officially on film.
Because it had to have been right soon before you.
Well,
Right,
he was
close to
born
where you
in
had him.
July, so
we're big-
then we're made to be tense. They weren't made to be cute.
Uh-huh.
Mom, and I'm coming.
Mama.
You weren't supposed to.
This is even better.
Mama.
Yeah, I'm like, who
Mom.
camping? That's like
Mommy.
Yeah, the camera adds 10 pounds.
Okay, but look down here. My calves are skinny.
Your calves are skinny.
What is she pulling? Landon. She's pulling the wagon. Landon. Or a bike. She's pulling something on the bike.
Who's pushing the little bike thing?
Okay, I'll go 1, 2, 3, and on the count of 3, then we read it together. Okay, you ready?
We promise to read the scriptures.
Okay, very good.
Well, not yet, Dad.
Okay, thank you.
They can look at what you've done.
No, not yet.
We'll let you sit on the street. Okay, then we'll sit for another classes through. Just stand close together.
Squish. No squish. No squish.
Okay, guys. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna go to 3, and on the count of 3, then I want you to read or say what you've decided.
And then we just get locked. Well, what if we're sick?
Okay, you ready? 1.
We promise to go to church every Sunday.
Way to go. Good deal.
Teach us this way though. It was take a distance.
pretty much that's the plan. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
We promise to follow God's plan.
Cool. That's a great one. Okay. More? Amber, you can get next. You want me to slide over a little bit?
Okay.
Quick, girl.
No teachers?
No, you can get in.
You can get in there if you
You
don't.
can get in there.
Oh, no, just the girls.
Okay, can we see everybody's face? Can we see everybody's face? Okay. Is this the right side?
Yes.
Okay. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
We promise to dress modestly and keep our bodies healthy.
Very good. Cool. That's a great one.
Tallest.
Hey guys. Hey, you need to move up. Brother Hurst, you need to come up. No, Brother Hurst needs to move up so you can see him.
No, I'm not. These two are.
You guys got 5 seconds, so there's no video.
Coach.
5. Come on. 4.
Goodbye.
She's gonna move you.
We're not girls, so it's stand by girls and see them.
No, I'm not after it. Go.
This is a, we just want to make sure that we see your faces, okay? Okay, we got everybody's face? Okay, on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
We promise to serve others and be good Samaritans.
Great, great, good. Everybody's talking now. And I don't know whether the gal that's coming is giving
Megan,
a party
tell us what day it
for
is.
her mother. She sells
What?
it,
Lemon
or
Day.
she's having
Okay.
a party and her mother's just having to do it there.
That looks really good with that shirt.
Because the girl used to work at Novell, but her mother still works at Novell.
Go away.
And Vicki sent an invitation thing around. She said that it was Kim's party, but I don't know whether, I'm kind of halfway thinking Kim's probably selling it, but I don't know.
Slip-ons, we probably have the same size.
Ready to start lemonade.
Size of your feet.
Officiator isn't here yet, so. just wondering where-
That's what those are. They're comfortable buffalo leather.
Probably at DI.
He's like,
You want a drink?
He's spitting out the lemon bar, he doesn't like it.
hi Cole. Logan.
Here, Cole.
Emily.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm not
Megan.
type. Have you typed
No, they
anything for English
didn't,
yet?
if we need, I needed the.
Here, you can write on my cups.
So you have to go to my class too, and he just did. He just dumped his water in
If he
there.
comes.
I haven't seen it. I don't want to.
Oh.
Yeah.
He said that we can get.
I probably couldn't use it anyway.
Is it cheesecake?
It's a.
I like your shirt. Thanks.
My cousin has 2005.
Theme and plot.
Mom, kids at our school staple themselves. They get the stapler and
Yeah.
they just go like this.
They do it on purpose. It's so stupid. I've seen kids do it too.
They do it all the time.
I know.
Lemon pudding? What?
Like the 8th to the 16th.
Have to film us all eating our lemon dessert.
Dad.
I'll feed a bunch of elk up south.
Hi.
Say now, you can't leave us with all this stuff.
Ryan.
What? What? Bye. Bye. Are you going downstairs?
No.
Okay. I don't know what she's looking for.
Ryan's right here.
You're right, Steven.
Look at Coleman all over. Look at him.
Cole.
I don't know what's that one thing in the middle of the room. Is that got guacamole in it? Or is that...
Not very good.
It's not that diaper right there, is it?
No, her butt was right by our faces and we've been letting it harder and clean all the way.
It's not doing any fun. Cherry day. Cherry day.
What day is it, Braxton?
Cherry day.
What does that mean?
We eat cherries.
We eat cherries or cherry desserts?
Cherry desserts.
And cherries, huh?
And some ice cream with cherries on top.
Yummy.
And cherries. Hi, it's Cherry Day. And it's
What year?
President's Day 2006. And we're ready to rumble.
This is just like a little Danish treat. It's just crescent rolls on the bottom, cream cheese and powdered sugar in the middle with cherry topping, and then crescent rolls on top.
Did you already dessert out, Mom?
No. Here.
She was in the lead, far in the lead, and she looked back and she saw no one was in front of her. So the next thing was a jump, and normally you're on these jumps, they're not supposed to try to catch air, but instead she pulls off a method air trick and biffs it, and so she doesn't get gold.
She was going to?
She would have got gold, and she would have. And once someone grabs a spoon, everyone can.
I don't know
Hey.
We played that from 9 until 10:30. We're just like.
Why?
Weird as that.
Okay, Brad.
Sorry.
You're supposed to be just cherries.
Yeah, there with my part.
They're out there. Cherry.
Hey, Mike. Come on in, Mike. See you good. Let's help you.
Brandon, prayer time.
Hey Braxton, if you're gonna say the prayer,
Gotta get your dad in here.
your dad's right by you.
Yeah, he said he could say it. Okay, go ahead.
Never here.
I'm turning into a
They just hear all this blah, 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 blah. They hear the squabble,
No, your wings
squabble,
go
squabble,
right
quack,
by
quack,
you.
cluck, cluck.
Wings go right by you.
Whoa.